So Ali and Saif, I need
Yes.
replies.
I haven't bought anything like before, which
Okay, so did you ever buy anything that you receive it disassembled and then you need to get it assembled using
Yes.
instructions from a manual?
Yes.
Legos.
Okay, perfect, perfect. It's Legos. Yes, yes, it's the same concept. So if you buy anything, I mean a Lego, then you have to follow the instructions, and we call this kind of instructions, it's an algorithm. So it is a step-by-step approach, or even a manual. If you follow it, you will reach the same result like everybody else. Can we agree about that? Is that clear to all of you?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So the art of learning programming is not just to write code for nothing. Uh, the programming in the first place, we learn it to be able to solve problems. So there is a problem in real life, and you need to find a way to solve the problem using programming. So you are using technology to solve a problem. So algorithms, you find a lot of ready-made algorithms, a way of thinking or a way of solving certain problems. Typically, real world problems, we don't really have fixed algorithm to solve a big issue. No, we have fixed algorithm to solve little issues, and then you assemble the uh, a lot of algorithms to reach the whole goal. So, for example, let's assume that you are traveling to the North Coast. Okay, so the trip to the North Coast need a lot of arrangement. And this a lot of arrangement. One of them is to prepare your bags. So am I able to draw an algorithm or to say there is a steps that you can actually follow to arrange your bag? I think yes, right?
Ali, yes.
Okay, that's good. So it means that okay,
Yes.
doing your fixing your bag or even arranging your bag is an algorithm. And then arranging the bags in the car is another algorithm, and following the GPS until you reach from your home until the North Coast is another algorithm. Stopping in the middle to go and maybe drink some coffee or take a rest on the roadside is another algorithm. So you follow certain steps, you go inside, you make sure that you don't miss each other, you don't lose each other inside the big maybe a restaurant or a resting place. So, and then I mean, there is an algorithm that you people agree to that after you all got your drinks or maybe go to the toilet or whatever, so you go back to your car and start resuming your trip. So this is an algorithm. So it means that there is a little algorithms that we connect them together to be able to solve a problem or even to achieve something, which is traveling to the North Coast. Is it clear what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So let's have a look here. Um, can you recognize anything from the screen, please?
Yes. The robot has a flow chart to follow when it's doing pancake.
Excellent. Okay, this is Saif or Ali? I think it's Ali.
Ali.
Okay, Saif, are you able to recognize the steps that is happening here?
Yes.
No, I feel your yes is not very assuring to me. So Ali, let me just tell you here. This kind of drawing is called a flow chart. And then we have a start and we have a stop. Okay, so you start, I mean, Safe, there is no shy here. I mean, when you feel that there is nothing clear, you have to be, I mean, you no need to be shy. I mean, at the end of the day, it's totally fine that you appear foolish to me in front of me and in front of Ali than to appear foolish in front of the whole world. Okay, so
Okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not judging you. I'm not putting your name as a foolish person. I mean, it's totally fine. Appeal foolish as much as you want here. Nobody will know anything. Nobody will see that. Nobody will know that. But at the end of the day, you come out from this class as not a foolish person. You understand what is really happening here, which means that you are able to keep your appearance nice and good in front of other people. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, good. So we are putting the flour in the bowl. in the bowl here. And then we are cracking 2 eggs in the bowl. So he's giving you a step-by-step. Then you add the milk, and then you whisk the ingredients, you mix them together, and then until you have a better smooth mixture here. If not, then if the mixture is not really mixed together, then you have to keep mixing. So here is checking. Is it the mixture is become smooth or no? If it is no, then you keep whisking and rotating this wooden thing to mix, you know, the things together, the different materials together, the flour, the egg, and the milk, and so on. If we have a smooth thing out, then we continue to the next step. So this flow chart, anybody follows it will reach the same result, which is having a pancake like that. Is that clear, Saif and Ali?
If yes.
Okay, that's good.
That's good.
So, okay, let me see here. If I would like to say that there is an algorithm that I would like to actually follow to really drive a car. So let's go step by step and see how it looks like. So we walk to the park place, open the door, turn on the engine, put on the seat belt, and we can start to drive. So this is a simple steps that we are able to divide any algorithm with. So algorithm is you have to divide the big steps or a big goal into smaller goals. So why we are thinking about that? Why we're talking about algorithm specifically? Because you also have to understand that when you work in a company and when you actually start to write a software, it is not going to be a 10-line software. It's going to be a big software that you also have to deal with other people. So the way that you think and analyze and plan your software ahead is going to save your life. Most of the time, 60% of the time that you take to write a new big software is actually used in planning. You need to plan what to write and what algorithms that you're going to use before you even write a single line of code. So 40% of the time, you write a code, which is a Python code, okay, that we're going to learn. But 60% of the time, you need to think and plan. So thinking, this is what we are trying to really get our mindset into at the moment, which is knowing what is an algorithm, how to express our ideas to the colleagues that are going to work with you in developing software. So at the moment, if you go to college, most probably you and Ali is going to work together to solve maybe certain projects or certain exercises. Okay, so you are going to both think together how to finish an exercise and how to present it to your maybe teacher or lecturer and so on. Okay, so it is about planning and thinking. Okay, now if you're going to write an algorithm to actually make an alarm system, so what is the steps that you're going to do? I mean, if you are not able to write the small steps, then definitely you will not be able to achieve a software like that. So if you would like to make an alarm thing, so or alarm clock in the software or even in your mobile phone. So first of all, let's think big. Let's think that, okay, every 1 second we have to check if the time match. Let's assume that our class, you make an alarm that should ring at 2 p.m. So every second you need to check if the time match. So if the time now is 1:58, so it means that it is not yet 2 p.m. But every 1 second from the time now, we will keep checking if the time, this current time, match our set time. And then if the time match, let's assume that this 2 p.m. it's only for Saturdays. Okay, so yes, it can be 2 p.m. okay, but maybe on Sundays or even Tuesdays. But the alarm is set for 2 p.m. on Saturdays. Okay, so after we check that the time match, we need to check that the day match. If both of them matches, then we will trigger the alarm to ring. Is that clear to you?
Yes. Safe, yes.
Okay, Ali, you sleeping?
Yes, I'm here. Yes.
Yeah, you're here. Good. So are you able to follow up? Do you still recall this kind of thing? Did anybody explain this to you when you were studying the IGCSE?
Yes, in the computer science we took this.
Okay, that's great. So, okay, I just want to say that when we have an algorithms, there is two ways to represent an algorithm in computing in general. Okay, so we have something called flowchart, and we have something called pseudocode. Okay, so Ali, are you able to tell me what do you know about pseudocode and flowchart?
Flow chart is represented like in shapes. They're like diamond and rectangle and square, and
Excellent.
the start and end are like oval. And
Okay.
then we add some words inside the shapes or some.
Okay. Yeah.
But the
Fine. Totally
pseudocode,
fine. Yes.
the pseudocode has no shapes. Like it's all like codes,
It's
no
all
shape.
codes, but is it more English-like code? Is
Yeah,
it?
it's English. It's very English-like.
Okay. So a pseudocode is very close to a programming language, but it is more to English than to a programming language. And it does not execute, means that we use it to explain to even non-programmers what is our algorithm going to do. Okay. And the flowchart is similar. So let us have a look at how the flowchart looks like. Sometimes in certain syllabuses in the university, they actually have a brief intro into flowcharts and pseudocode. Okay, let's look here at what is the components of a flowchart. Definitely, this is for safe more than to Ali. So we have certain parts that is fixed that we always use to explain or to build the flowchart. So we have here um, these shapes. This is a rounded rectangle that we use it for the start and the stop. Okay, and then we have rectangle shapes like this if we would like to actually have a process inside, adding numbers or incrementing numbers, and we will see how that looks like. If we have a parallelogram, so we are using it for something called input and output. We will also look at that. So let me give you also the last thing here. Can anybody guess what this flowchart is doing? No, I think Saif need to guess first. Can you guess, Saif?
I don't know.
No, no.
Numbers guessing
Wait,
the numbers of
wait.
values of A and B.
Okay, wait. So Saif, there is nothing nothing in life that you should always say, I don't know. People does not accept this as an answer. I don't accept it also. I know that you was never exposed to that. But I would like you to pressure your brain to think. I know your brain want to get out of the pressure situation that you are in, and then you easily give up. But that will not help you. I know very well that you didn't take that. I just want you to think. I'm not pressuring you. I'm not going to tell bad things about you. I just accept whatever you try to say, even if you say it wrong, but just say something. Don't tell me I don't know. So look again, and I'm with you.
So the flow chart A and B should be numbers, numerical values.
Excellent. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
And
A
what?
is bigger than 5.
Okay, so A is, yeah, so it means that five is bigger than 3, yes. And so we were going to, so this is condition, so this is checking a condition, and out of the condition we have maybe have a result like yes or even no. So if 5 is bigger than 3, then we will go for the yes and do something here.
But
And
if B is bigger, we will do the other thing. No.
yes, exactly. So who is speaking, Safe or Ali?
Safe.
Safe. Okay, that is good. So here we are actually in this rounded rectangle shape. Okay, or we can say rectangle. No, I think it's not really rounded. I mean, this is a very small rounding. So let's say that this rectangle we are actually assigning 5 inside A. So A, it is, can we say it is a variable, Ali?
Yeah, because it can change.
Okay. And do you know what is a variable, Safe?
No.
Okay. Okay. I owe you an explanation. So just be patient with me. I will try my best today to explain to you what is a variable, but not in this context, not in the flowchart context. But at the moment, like what you said, we are assigning a numerical value to A, and A is a variable. And we are assigning also a numerical value to B, and B also is another variable. And both of them supposed to be occupying a space in the memory, but you cannot see that. This is something hidden from your eyes. Okay. So, and then we have a condition, and based on the condition, if it is yes or no, we will do different actions. So this diamond shape, we always put inside it conditions. Am I correct, Ali?
Yes.
Ali? Yes. Okay, that's good. Am I moving so fast? I need to slow down. Both of you need to reply to me. Ali,
Safe, no.
I already know this, so it's
yes,
not
of
that
course,
hard.
yes. So it's okay. So when we have different shapes, we connect them using a flow line. Typically, subroutines, it is something that we can talk about it later, especially for Safe. I think, do you know anything about subroutines, Ali?
Yeah, subroutines and functions.
Okay, yep. So,
So a subroutine is something that does not like return back. I remember that like a function is something that gives an output. صراحة, like
no
I don't
problem.
remember
It's
exactly, but
okay. So subroutine, when we use it in the flowchart context, it's slightly different from what we
yeah, it
what we
can
think
be
about.
reused again. Like it can be recalled when we need it.
Yep, yep. So I'm able to say that a subroutine. I'm able to say that, okay. So if I am planning to go out today, I can say there is a subroutine that I can use it to iron my clothes. There is a steps or an algorithm that I need to follow to be able to iron a shirt for mine. Okay, so this is a separate algorithm that you are able to call if you would like to have a shirt ready for going outside the home. So maybe you have a maid that help you in the house, or even you can use your mother's services or help to do that for you. So you are able to say, I'm able to call my mother and please, mom, help me to actually iron the shirt. So you are calling a subroutine that is going to do something for you and get it ready for you. So this is what we call a subroutine. So you are calling a few steps that will happen, and you don't base yourself on how your mother actually going to iron the shirt, or you don't even care what the maid is going to do to get you the shirt ready. You just represent the subroutine with a box like this, and then you're just going to call it. So you call it iron my shirt, and then you get it ready. You don't care about what she's going to do inside. So you're not going to see the steps that she's going to take to be able to make your shirt ready. Am I correct, Ali?
Yes.
Okay. Safe, did you catch anything from the word subroutine? I just need to understand, because it is not the detailed context that we're going to explain subroutines. Subroutines is something that we're going to learn later, but I just want to know, did you understand 50% or 60% of what I said about routines?
Yes.
Okay, that's excellent. So the last thing that we're going to take about flowcharts or algorithms today is something like that. So please have a look at me. Have a look here. We need to write a program that take an input, which is an age from the user, and then it outputs something. So it will output either you can vote if the age is 19 or above. Otherwise, it will output you cannot vote yet. So we need to draw a flowchart that represent an algorithm for the computer program. So when we have an algorithm and then we write it in a flowchart, it becomes a little bit easier for us to transfer or translate that flowchart to a Python programming language. Okay, that will not be so much beneficial when we are doing, small programs. But for big programs, yes. For big, complicated programs, yes, it become a bit of necessity to do that. So let us have a look. When we would like to analyze a program that we need to do, we need to focus on filling in this information, input and the output and the process. So what is the input that is going to enter your program? And what is the expected output from your program? And what is the process inside? So
The
say,
input is the age.
sorry again,
Input is safe. Input is the age of the person.
Excellent. Yes, that is perfect. And what is the output?
Yes or no?
The output will be printing out, you can vote
Or you can't.
or you can't vote. Okay, so vote or no vote. Okay, what is the process?
So the process is going to be like I've had question. The process is the flow chart itself, every question, right?
No, the process is not the flow chart. The process will be actually in the, how to say?
The questions?
No. So see, the process that we have here. So you see here, this, every process that we have is actually set inside a rectangle like that. Okay, so whatever you would like to put as a process, though, you put it here. So you can assign things, you can put variable assignments, you can increment variables. So this is a process. And no, the process is not the whole flow chart. It is only a single step. Like this is a process. This two is a process.
Part?
And 1, 2, okay? And also 3 here is represented as a process. 4 here also is represented as a process. So yeah, this is an example of a process that you put 5 inside A, you put 3 inside B. And if I tell you, for example, B equal B plus 1, this also I can put it in a rectangle shape and I can call it as a process. So if you know upfront that the B is 3, so we know that B is equal 3. So if I tell you the process is to increment B by 1, which means that I need to take the 3, add 1 to it, and that give me 4. And then I store the 4 inside B. So the value of B is no longer 3, it becomes 4. Is that clear or difficult?
Like 60%.
Okay, I understand. I totally understand that this is slightly tricky, but I believe maybe if you wait until the end of this class, maybe that will increase to 80%. So just bear with me. It's good to have a question mark in your brain that you are not able to satisfy, and that will help you to actually follow. So, okay, far away from what we are doing, can I know when you're going to plan to go to Malaysia?
We are going like 25/10 is the start date, I think, for the university.
Okay, so both of you are going, right?
Yes.
So Malaysia is very, very hot weather. So it's a tropical weather, which means that it doesn't ever have winter. It have a lot of rains at certain seasons. So you need to get with you some kind of a very lightweight jackets, very, very lightweight, not a winter jacket like here, just a rainy coat jacket. If you don't get it from here, it's totally fine. You can find cheap ones in Malaysia. Okay.
Okay.
The Malaysian food, I would say, is a bit spicy, and maybe not everybody are able to accept that. It means that have a lot of spices. There is 3 different types of food categories that you are able to see. Indian food, typical Malay Muslim food, and then Chinese food. Most of the time, the Chinese food are not suitable for us. because it is for non-Muslims. So they will put things that's not halal for us to eat.
Okay.
What about
And
fast food?
fast food, there is fast food, definitely. It's slightly more expensive than the typical local food. But yes, I mean, are you able to survive on KFC and McDonald's all the time? I have a doubt on that. That will not be very healthy. So yes, there will be a fast food. I have no idea if there is fast food inside within the university. I can guess from what I see, maybe outside the doors of the university, but uh, basically I never saw KFC or even McDonald's in universities. But I mean I have no idea about MMU, so I cannot really say that you can find it or not. It is possible. There is a lot of applications for delivery. So if you would like to get it delivered, yes, it will cost you some little extra money, but yes, you can get it delivered. Um,
Mister,
uh,
is the food expensive?
Sorry again.
Is the food expensive?
Uh, Western food definitely expensive. Arabic food is expensive. The local food is not. So the Indian food is very close to us. Um, they have and even some of the local Malaysian food also is quite close to us. The rice is slightly different. I mean, so uh, if you live in KL, definitely the place in KL might slightly be different. But I can say that a meal with a drink can be something like maybe 8 to 10 ringgit. So I think the ringgit is now like 11 Egyptian pound, 11 something Egyptian pound.
110 or 120, so it's not that big deal.
Yeah, so if you eat, I mean, the local food is between 8 to 10. So if we say 10, so it's like maybe 100 and maybe 110 Egyptian pound for a meal. It's around that. You'll not be able to find the typical bread that we have here. So it means that you need. I mean, the most common bread is I forgot the name. Sorry. It's a slices bread, which means that there is a lot of types from the sliced bread. I forgot. We have a word that we use it here in the Egyptian culture, but I totally forgot the name of it. But anyhow, it's a sliced bread. Okay, so we don't have the bread that you really cut it to open. No, it's all slices, and then you can put things in between that slice. So you use chocolate or even if you would like to buy cheese, but cheese is not common. So cheese, the typical Egyptian cheese is not common there, unless you really try to go to the Arabic markets and try to find something. But again, not all the type of cheese you are able to find. So you are able to find maybe Marai cheese. I think they have this kind of cheese, but the typical our typical ones, I don't think it is available. I never saw it. Maybe in KL things are different, but you have to search for cheese. So if you are a cheese eater, then you have to find ways to take something with you. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So other than that, I think you'll be able to survive. It will be a good experience for you. Locals are very hard to approach. They don't mix with foreigners very well. So your chance to get friends, and which is also I advise with that, is to find foreigners like you until you are able to find open-minded locals who are able to accept you as a friend. So yeah, just this is their typical culture. They are a bit close to each other. They don't like different people. So if they see that your skin color is slightly different from them, you are not speaking the same language like them, so they will be shy or even skeptical to really approach you or talk to you. Okay, so you need to accept that in somehow.
Okay.
People you really need to avoid. I think I have to do it off record. Just remind me before we finish our class. I can tell you the people you need to avoid there, and be aware of, even if they are your professors. They will be a bit pain for you. But anyhow, I can't say it in the recording. So let's
Mister,
just
like
remind
I
me.
have heard some rumors, like someone who traveled to Malaysia that there are some people who like randomly run after you.
Can you repeat that again? Can you
Yes.
can you rephrase your question again?
Yes. So I was in the gym and like there was someone who was planning to travel in Malaysia.
Okay.
Like her sister already traveled. She told me like in the streets you may like find some people who randomly run after you.
No, no, I think no, that is not something common.
Okay.
Ran, I mean, you have to understand that KL is like any typical city, that it is not everywhere is safe. Okay. But so I stayed there for quite some time. I would say that in total, it's almost like 20 years. Um, KL is slightly not very safe, but we also can say Cairo is also not safe. So I mean, I don't live in Cairo, so when I go to Cairo, I have to put my eyes in the middle of my head, which means that I need to be very alert to things around me. And you also need to do that when you are in KL as a city.
But
But
it's safer than Cairo, of course.
uh, I would say the majority of the crowded places, yes.
Okay.
But you like, there is certain people I'm going to warn you about at the end of my class. Just remind me off record. I will tell you, you should be aware of who, and you should be skeptical from who, and I will tell you who can steal you and who can rob you. And that's not common, but you just need to be just slightly aware. But I mean, so if you are living around your university, these things is very hard to happen to you. And typically, when you go for the first time around the town, you need to be. I mean, it is advisable that you go with others. You don't go to the two of you alone. Your English is good, which means that you are able to reach for help if you need a help. This means that you are able to ask locals questions. The people around your age will be very helpful. So it means that the younger generations are safe to deal with. So if you are maybe 20s, in your 20s, or you're 19 or 18, so if you ask people at your age, it's very safe. Okay. I mean,
Okay.
I can say it's 90% safe. So let's assume that there is no 100% safe. Okay. I would say so maybe a bit older generations might have things in mind, but youngers are more open-minded to foreigners, open-minded to helping others, and they even extend the hand, especially, for example, Chinese people. So if you see a Chinese student, especially the girls, they might be very helpful. So I would say that I know it's against our culture, that I advise you to befriend girls, but my experience working with Chinese ladies, that they are very helpful. So don't take it for as a safety on your side. If you need help, and I would advise the first chance that you go for a Chinese lady. She will put an effort and extend her help out of her way just to help you. So I would advise to do that. They will do that more than the other locals. Like I told you, there is 3 different races there: Indians, Malay, which is they are the local Muslims, and Chinese, and all of them are Malaysians. Okay, is that
Okay.
clear?
Yes.
Okay, so
Thank you.
okay, that's. I mean, this is just. We can take this kind of 5 minutes or 10 minutes at maximum just to explain things, but the point here is that I wanted to disconnect you from what we are learning, so that your head is not banging. So let's resume back. So I owe you an explanation, and a detailed explanation of how a variable looks like and how it works and how we increment things. So now, Ali, did I manage to actually explain to you what a process is, or not yet? It's not very clear yet.
Yes, a little.
Okay. Let's have a look. So the process in this case is to actually check if the age is bigger than or equal to 18, because if you don't know that, then you are not able to produce an output. So if you look here, so we will take an input from the user. We need, what is the input we take is the age. So we need to process the age. What kind of process that I need to do with the age? I need to check if the age is bigger than or equal, you see here,
To 18.
to 18. This is the process. So if you check that this is correct, this is true, and this is false. Oh, let me not use true and false. Let me use yes and no. So if this is yes, and this is no. So if yes, it means that you will output vote. So you are not able to reach a decision or an output, a proper output, which is to print out. You can vote unless you check and process the input. And so if the age is less than 18, it means that we go for the no, which means we say, no, you cannot vote. So we say no vote. So the process in this case is checking the age. Is that a bit clearing? I mean, did I manage to clear a little bit of the doubt?
Yes.
Okay, so let us have a look how a typical flow chart should actually look like. So as you can see here, this is the answer for if you would like to analyze this kind of input output process steps. Can you see from here? Are you able to understand what the answer is here? I need answers. Okay, so I mean, we talked about how we analyze and how we get the input and output and the process from such a problem statement. Now, this is the typical answer. Can you see the typical answer here?
Yes.
Okay, is that clear to you or no?
See if yes.
Ali?
Yes.
Okay. So let us have a look. Safe is the one is going to. So Ali, I understand that you know such a things before. So I am stressing that safe is not left behind, because you are both partners. So you need to take care of each other. So you need to be a little bit patient with me here, Ali. Now, safe. Do you see the start? And
yes.
I think you should be able to see also the
end.
end. The end. Yes, that's good. And now we are taking an input from the user and we are using a parallelogram for that. So for input and output, we use parallelograms. You see here, 1, 2, 3. This is for input and output. And we are taking a decision here. And we are putting the condition. If the age is bigger than 18, if it is yes, you will print out yes, you can vote. If it is no, then you print you cannot vote yet. So now, is it difficult or easy? Is it acceptable?
It is acceptable.
And this is safe, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so is it clear, right? So,
yes.
Okay, good. That's good. So by doing so, I would actually start to move to programming. So can you see my slide?
Safe, yes.
So Ali, can you define to me what is a variable?
A variable is like something that changes every time you increment the, like, for example, the count by 1, it will change, or like it changes.
Okay, fine, totally fine. But I would like a deeper definition more than that. So a variable is a place in the memory. So the memory that we're talking about, we talk about different types of memory, but at the moment, we talk about the RAM. So this is the RAM. And we have a lot of storage area in the RAM. And we, as a programmers, have the ability to store things in the RAM directly. So a variable name is a place that we reserve in the RAM to store something. So this is here, the variable name is called my data. And inside that variable, we're storing 10. So by executing that line in Python, so you are directing the computer to actually come here and say, my data, I mark this place in the RAM as my data, okay? And I am storing inside it 10. So the place itself have an address. Okay, I'm not very sure in Egypt, but I think you will notice that in Malaysia. If you ever go in Malaysia and see the housing there, every area in Malaysia, you will find that they call it with a name. So, okay, let's. I'm not very sure about how Egypt's housing is arranged, but I think they call it high in Egypt. But in Malaysia, they call an area with maybe 200 houses, for example. Let's assume that this is houses. I mean, this is each box here is considered a house. For each house, there is a number. So this is house number 10. This is house number 11. And they have special arrangement. I don't want to go to the arrangement. Sometimes you use 10, 12, and 14 on one side, and then you find that here the opposite house is 11, 13, and so on. But that is not our interest here. They call this area with many houses, they call it taman. Okay, so this is correspond to high in Egypt, I believe. I think maybe this is not an official English keyword, but I think high is something like that, I believe.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so he called that in Malaysia a taman. So every house there have a number. And I think you have no hand in that numbering. The one who gives the numbering is, I think, the government, I believe, and it's official, which means that people cannot change it. People cannot even have the hand to remove that numbering. Okay, so anyhow, what I want to say, if I would like to deliver a package for you from Amazon, for let's assume, so I need to know which city you are living in, and let's say Cairo, and which taman you are living in, and which house in the taman that you are in. If not, I'm not able to deliver the package to you. So the number of the house is very important here. So it is exactly the same. You need to mark every place in the memory with a name or even a number. In reality, programmers 40 or 50 years ago who use low-level programming language, I know, Safe, that this is something that you need to be aware of, but not at the moment. I will explain it later for you. A low-level language, you need to deal with addresses in the memory. So actually, in reality, the memory inside is actually divided into address. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So whatever size of the memory, we need to arrange it as an addresses, 1, 2, 3, and so on, until you even reach billions of addresses, okay? So it is the same like house. House also must have a number. And then there is a people inside the house, and they store things inside the house. So every storage place must have a number. Saif and Ali, are you lost here? Are you able to follow up?
Yes.
Do I need to simplify more, or it is enough like that?
Safe,
More.
60%.
60%. Okay. And Ali?
80.
80. Okay. Did you ever hear this explanation before, Ali?
Yes.
Okay. So, Saif, tell me, I need questions from you to know where am I losing you?
Like low level, the last thing.
Okay, so you don't know what is low level, right?
Low level and the thing with addresses
Okay.
and the division of the memory.
Sorry again. Can you repeat last
Like
word?
also the division of the memory. You said the memory is.
Okay, okay. Give me a second. I will try to open something for you that hopefully can simplify that. Give me a second. So, okay. Ali and Saif, I think both of you can remember that we talked that this is a RAM. This is how the RAM looks like. Can we remember that? Do you people remember that? This is a RAM.
Yes.
Okay, that's really excellent. Okay, so in the RAM, inside the RAM itself, there is actually two things. So there is a place for the addresses, and there is a place for the data. So you need to store something, but you need to, for you to be able to get it, you need to mark that with an address. So if you store things without marking them or giving them addresses, then you are not able to retrieve them. Let's assume that you would like to store the amount of money that you have. Let's say you have 1,000 Egyptian pound at the moment with you. Okay, you take that notes or the cash of 1,000 Egyptian pound and you put it somewhere. You put it in a box. So did you ever see the safe in a bank? So this is a bank. Sometimes you have safe. Do you know what the meaning of safe?
Yes.
So a safe got a key, and then you are able to actually open the safe and put the money inside it and close it. And then you got the key. But then, because we have maybe tons of safes here, so maybe we have here, for example, 30 safe. It means that I have different places that I'm able to store the money inside. If you do not remember where actually you store the money, let's assume that this is safe number 10. If you do not remember where did you store your money, in which safe you store your money, maybe this is safe number 11, maybe this is safe number 13. Okay, so if you don't know which one, then you will never be able to get your money back, or at least it will take you so long time to reach your money, because you have to try your key on every safe because you don't know which number that you stored in. So, did I manage to get it clear that when you store a data, the money is your data, the cash is your data, but you need to know where you're going to store your data. So, in reality, this is a physical money that you're going to put inside. This is not electronic or even digital. So you need to put the cash inside, but this is similar to the concept of the RAM. You need an address which mark where you're going to store your information. And if you go to, for example, train stations, I think maybe outside Egypt also it's common that you have a lot of safes, and you are able to maybe hire a safe for 1 or 2 days to store your things or your bags. You need to know which safe you are putting your bags inside. Does this make sense to you? Is that confusing you or making it a bit clear or no? I just need to get your input here.
Yes, a bit clearer.
This is safe or Ali?
Safe.
Safe. Ali, am I confusing you? Am I confusing your understanding?
No.
Okay. Did you ever use a safe before? Who used a safe before?
Me.
Okay. And what did you use it for?
Like to store some of my stuff.
Okay. And was it outside the room? Was it in a bank or was it in a station?
Yeah, in a station.
Okay. That's really good. And one more thing to note. Typically, I think they will help you to open a bank account in Malaysia. So don't go with too much cash outside. It's not advisable. Everything nowadays in Malaysia is payable by QR code. So if they manage to activate for you a bank account, you're able to install a bank application on your phone.
So can we activate before we turn 18?
Yes, because I believe my son. Yes, I think yes for students.
Yes, only 18.
before 18 even can, because my boss son and daughter, they was able to open at younger ages, so they allow that. Yes, if but of course as a foreigners it's a bit tricky, so it have to be done by the university for you. So yes, it can. Okay, so you have to install the application and you have to learn how to use the QR code, because every payment in restaurants, in everywhere, you will find a way to just open your application, scan the QR code, and the payment is done. So it's much more safer for you to use the phone for payment than to use even the credit card or other stuff. Okay. Clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so let us go back here. So this is how the RAM looks like. We said that every place in the RAM is divided into two things: a place to mark, an address to mark the place, and a place to store actually the real data. Okay, so when we said the variable my data equal 10, it means that I mark a place. Let's assume that this place is 0 and this place is 1. This is 2. This is 3. So, and this is 4. Save, I would like you to still continue to actually try to learn the computer science theoretical stuff, because that will give you an idea about, for example, what is binary and what is denary. Okay, so
Like, do you know where can I like practice it, or
let me try to find something. Do you need something in Arabic or English?
English will be better?
Okay, so the problem, Saif, actually, I taught a lot of students for IGCSE, but the problem is some of them are slow learners. So
Mister, I have a PDF book, but for Cambridge, like it's from
yeah,
Cambridge
but
itself.
yes, but we need the videos for him. The videos will be much more shorter. At the end, he doesn't need to study for the exam. He just need to get the knowledge only. So let me try to find videos for you. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So after the class, I will talk to Ali's mother to actually create a group, a WhatsApp group where the two of you should be there. So I'm able to share the homework, any teaching slides that I use, and I will try to search out for some videos that I'm able to share with Safe. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. So at the end, this we have numbering for the addresses. Okay, it's same like we have with a safe. The numbering is something that we really can understand: 10, 11, 12, and 13, and so on. And then this numbering in the RAM, it is hidden from you. So why is it hidden? Because we are learning at the moment Python, and Python, it is something called high level language. Am I right, Ali? Ali?
Yes, yes, yes. Sorry,
So
Mr. Mike.
yes, Ali, Python is a high level language, right?
Yes.
So if you are dealing with a low level language, you actually need to say to the computer, I need to store this 10 in which address. So you need to specify at which address you're going to store the data. But because we are learning Python and Python is a high level language, I just need to only mention that, please, Python, find a place for me in the memory and mark that place as my data and store 10 inside that place. So now, Safe, please, can you explain to me what this line does?
Which line? My data line?
Yes, my data equal 10. What does it tell?
So the address where the data is stored?
Okay, so are we able to call my data as a variable?
It can be changed, right?
Yes, you are talking, this is Safe.
Yes, safe.
So So safe, yes, the data can be changed, but the address will not change. So if I say that this place, I call it my data, the address itself will never change, but the content I'm able to. So I can, now I'm putting 10, I'm able to change it to 20. So I can remove that, I put 20. Sorry, let me put it in a different color. So I can put it 20. I can later change it to 21. I can later change it to even 10 back. So it is the content I'm able to change. The address I will not change. It's not in my hand to change because this is a high level language. You don't have.
Yes, it's a variable.
So, okay. So the variable, it is an English-like name that I'm able to give to an address. Imagine in 40 or 50 years ago, you was not able to mark a place in the memory, an address, like, for example, you have address here, let's say 100. This address 100, you have to always remember that, oh, I'm saving my data at address 100. Okay, I am saving maybe another age of a user that is 21. I'm saving at address maybe 120. So you have to remember the addresses, but that is tedious for you as a human. You are able to remember English-like keywords like this, like age, my data, the cache. The cache can be a name of a variable. I'm able to store 1000 inside it, but I don't need to remember where this cache is actually stored in the memory. It have an address, but who's taking care of that? The Python is taking care of it for you, is doing it for you under the hood, which means that it remembers where exactly the cache variable data is stored, which address it's used, but you don't have to remember. You only need to know that my cache is stored in a variable in an English-like keywords like cache. So now, does it make sense or is it getting confused? So Saif, tell me how much percentage that you understand from what I'm saying, and Ali also need to tell me.
60 to 70, like.
Safe. And Ali. Ali, did I confuse your understanding from your
No,
previous
no,
understanding?
no. No. You
Does
didn't confuse.
does it relate to what you learned before?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
it relates.
Okay. So safe 60 to 70. Okay. That's not bad at all as a start. So I would change back. Oops. Okay, so now this line, we already said that this is a variable name, and this variable name is going to reserve a place in the memory to store that my data. My data is 10 in this case. So if this is representing, is this kind of squares representing the computer memory, I already reserve a place, and this place is here, and I'm putting 10 inside it. But you also have to understand that it is always a mystery for us. Either you are a junior programmer or even experienced programmer. You cannot see what is inside the memory. Your only eye is the print statement. So a print is a function that is given to you by the Python that you can pass it any variable name, and it will print the content of the variable name inside the memory. So this, I'm able to pass print a variable name, and it will go to the place in the memory that is called my data, and it will print out the content of it. So Saif and Ali, please open your Replit, like what this is what we should do actually in every class. So the introduction was only this for algorithm and so on, but later on, every time we actually need to write in Replit. So your Replit should be always ready. So Ali and Saif, I think Ali, this is very clear to you. You have done it before, but never mind. I don't want you to keep waiting. So you need to write these two lines: my data and print. And just please remember that you are using the free tier of Replit, which means that you need to use the same repo or the same application every time. Do not change that. Do you understand what I mean? Or is it confusing?
Oh, so there are free apps created. I always use
The one that you created, you should always stick to it. Don't create a new application every time. You are limited to 3. If you exceed that, he will stop you.
yes,
Okay, so
Uniclass, right?
sorry, yes, exactly. So you should stick to that always.
I have the print hello safe.
Yes, definitely, yes. But then we have to write this line and this line. So we have 2 lines now. My data equal 10 and print my data.
Okay.
So can Ali and Safe, I think, Ali, it is up to you. If you would like to write that, it's totally up to you.
Write it in the same way with the dash and everything, right?
Exactly the same.
Okay.
Should we share screen?
You can share, but only if you have a problem. But Safe, for the first time, Ali, I understand that you definitely have tried that before. Did you try to write it before like that in a I think both of you can start to share your screen one after another. So Ali will share it to me first. After that, Safe will do it because I know it will take some time from Safe.
Okay. Like the Zoom is in. I'm using the Zoom uh, on my phone and Replit in the laptop, so I will be opening the camera. Okay.
Yes, okay, but I prefer next time that you join from the from your laptop because we will always be practicing. Okay.
Okay. I am done. Do I open the camera?
Yes, please. Okay, give me a second. Safe, please. Can you tell me? Do you need to still see the code?
What again, please?
Do you need to see the code?
The code of. I'm done.
Oh, Safe is done, and Ali is done.
Yes.
Ali is not with me. Ali is sleeping.
I'm here.
Ali.
I shared my screen. I shared my screen.
Okay, it is taking some time. Yeah, we are in Egypt, so
Okay, so
yeah. Wait. I didn't see anything yet. So I mean, it's telling me it's sharing, but yeah, it takes some time as usual.
Yes, I can see. I can see Ali's
Wow.
screen.
So it's my place in here. It's okay. Now I can see it. Okay, but that is an empty screen.
yeah, but I can see your screen at the same time. So مش عارف بقى, should I stop share or what? Like
Okay.
I can see
Okay.
the both. So I'll stop 1 second.
So okay.
So I need to write both print my
Yes.
data and my data equal 10.
Yes. You need to do that.
Okay.
And Safe need to be to do the same.
I'm done.
You are done. Okay. Are you able to share your screen?
I'm going to open the camera because I told you like.
Yes, no problem. You just do it. Yeah.
1 second.
So both in different lines, or I do the first one, then run.
Yes.
Mister, can you see it?
Let me check if I can't see. Wait. Yep. Okay. Let me see. I have to make it bigger a bit. To be frank, I can't really. Wait. Spot everyone. I think I have to stop sharing. I can't see. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Can you run? Can you run, save?
Yes, yes, I did.
You did run, but okay. Yep. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's really good. Okay.
Mister, I'm
So,
done.
okay, and I will let me see your screen. Are you sharing something? Because I can't see your
Yes.
screen.
No, I'm sharing.
No, can you start sharing again, please? Yep,
Okay.
that's good. Okay. So save, do you notice here that the console is actually, you see how the console looks like? So it means that save, you're actually having something that is appearing on this side. So your screen save is actually almost divided like that. And yeah, so next time save, I think you join from the computer so I can adjust with you how the main and the console and how the screen should be arranged. So this is the ideal arrangement that we should have. You should have the main here and you should have the console here. Now, so what you write is actually great, but do you people understand what is this?
Yes. First, we
What is
stored
the
the
what?
number 10 in my data, and then we printed my data that already has number 10.
The content of, okay, perfect.
Yes.
This is Ali, and I think I need to hear Safe.
Well, I didn't understand very well.
Okay, so you did it, but you didn't really understand what this line is doing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so and you didn't understand line number 1 here.
Line number one, like my data, I think my data. No, no. With
So okay, let me put it again. So my data, it is a place in the memory I reserved to store any information. And what is the information in this case is actually a numerical number that is 10. So at the end, my data is a place in the memory that store information for me. And so when I tell Python my data equal 10, he will immediately internally, without me seeing it, he reserve a place for me and he mark it like this. This is the RAM, and he will come here and say, this is my data. And this name is exactly same like here. Okay. And then he come inside that place, that reserved place, and he store 10 inside it. And then when you tell him print, so print, what it does, it is a function that is given by Python, and you give it anything, it will print it out for you. Because this happening in the RAM, so I cannot really see it with my eyes, which means that when I say print, it will go and it will see that, oh, my data is actually a variable. So it will go search in the RAM for a variable called my data, and it will fetch out the content of that variable, and it will print it out to the screen. So print is a function that you give it information, it print it out to you on the screen so that you can see it with your eyes. So
Mister,
yes,
will we take bubble sort and linear search, or will...
yes, definitely. I have to even dig deeper than that. Yes, we will do that. Yes. But we need to pass this initial step first. You are safe, or Ali?
Ali?
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I need to give you even deeper than that. Because I mean, yeah, you need to give it get deeper than that so that when you face yeah, complex topics, then you're even prepared for it. So
Okay.
don't worry. Okay, now, but we just need to go out of this initial stage. So now, Safe, please, can you tell me how is it?
now, I understand.
Okay, so
Eighty
Safe,
percent.
sorry, how much?
Like now, I understand about 80%.
Okay, that's not bad at all. Okay, so allow me to go back, please, to share my screen. Can I?
Yes.
Okay. So do you see the code in front of you here?
Total price v var this
Okay.
code.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this code, this is a variable, and we call this variable is named total price var. Var is representing or short for variable. So this is the total price. I initialize it to 0, which means that I store 0 inside that place in the memory. So, and we have something called ticket price constant. So do you know what is a constant, Ali?
A constant is like this. It does not change even if like it does not change at all. It's like pi or like it will not
Exactly.
change.
So it's a value that we know that it should be always fixed. But with a Python is that Python have some issues here. So although the pi value does not ever change, so sorry, this is 314. So the pi is this value, right? And it's 22 by 7. So what I want to say that the pi value does not change, but actually in reality, it's only in Python. If you try to say that this is a constant variable and you put 25 here and you don't expect anybody to be able to change that. In Python, if you try to change it, nothing will happen. Yes, it will get changed. But in other programming language, like if you happen to learn Java, and most probably you will learn it, if you try to change a constant, it will show you an error. In Python, it will not show you an error. But let us both agree. If we decided to put a variable as a constant, it means that its value should not change. So it means that I reserve a place in the memory that it's called ticket price constant. And I'm going to store 25 inside that place in the memory. And we still call ticket price as a variable. But it is a constant variable, which means that we do not change its content. So 25 should not change. Total price variable, we start putting it inside it 0 at the start, but we are able to change that later. So we have something like this. So this, we using a function, a new function to you people, and that's called an input function. We use input function to get an input from the user. So a typical interaction between us as a human and the computer is that the computer is able to print something out from its memory using a print statement, like what we did. This is the print function will print something from inside the memory of the computer to the screen, so I can see it as a human. But we also, as a human, would like to actually make the computer really understand or take an input from us. How we do that? We use some function called input. So this input function, sorry again. Did anybody say anything?
No.
Okay, so it's an echo, the typical echo. Okay, so input function, it is a method or a function that we use to make us input value or a number to the computer. So the computer will take an input from me and then store it inside the memory. So at the moment when I write this whole line is taking input from me, and it is going to show me a message which is enter number of tickets. And then after I enter the number of tickets, I write it on the keyboard. Maybe I write 100. So it will take this 100, save it on the left-hand side of the equal sign here. So the equal sign, we have two sides, side 1, side 2. Any equal sign, even here. So we take always whatever on the right-hand side, we save it into whatever on the left-hand side. So the left-hand side, to be able to save my input, it needs to be a variable that is reserved in the memory for me to be able to store values inside it. So I need both of you to write these lines of code, and then we need to start looking or talking about it. Is that possible? Ali and Saif, please.
Yes,
Clear.
okay. So this is just like the start of the code, right?
Yes, but wait, give me a second, please. So before you start, I need Ali to share me your code, please. I need to teach you
Yes.
something about the replit itself. Okay.
Okay. I shared.
Okay, that's good. So Ali, safe, please focus with me here. So can you see this?
Yes.
Okay, click on it. So you see that you only have one file. So okay, you actually changed your repo here. So
Yes.
okay, so you click on the repo. So I would like you to actually change the name here to uni class. And then press enter.
I have it uniclass.
No, for you, safe, no problem. Just I'm doing it with this is Ali, right? So I'm doing it with Ali here because the name here was different. Okay. Now, so you already wrote a code, and then we don't want to mix different codes together. So what we do? So we need to
Add.
learn it.
But
Wait. Give me a second. So I would like you to come here and then use a left click. Okay. Click, left click. Yes, click here on the three dots. You see duplicate file. Okay. So we created a copy from this code and we would like to name it. So name it my data. mydata.py.
Do I do the same?
Yes, you need to do the same. So
My
Okay.
data.
I didn't click enter, so it did not.
mydata.py. So you need to click here, rename. Okay, yes, press enter. Yep, that's good. So you can come here and even delete the extra files that you created.
Now I write the code.
Who is talking?
Ali.
So wait, Ali. I mean, wait. Why your data is empty? So Ali, I think. Okay, can you come here? Close this. I would like you to come. So
Yeah, I already deleted. it.
why you need to delete it?
You told me delete it so you can write
No.
the new code.
Wait. Okay, give me a second. I will. So Saif and Ali, can you please focus with me here? This is very important.
Okay.
Okay. So Ali and Saif, you only can write a code in this file. The only code that can get executed is inside main. Whenever we write a code, and we would like to write a new code to it, so we need to delete whatever in the main, but we cannot delete the code in the main before we replicate it. So, okay, Control Z, can you come here in my data and make a Control Z?
Nothing happens. I think I'm a MacBook, so I don't know.
Okay, so okay, yeah. Well, I don't know on MacBook. So can you close here? Okay. Can you come here? Can you come here first and delete that file? You have two files that you need to delete. This is let me see here. Yes, delete. Yes. Okay. And you come here also delete that file. Okay.
My data .py, do I delete it?
Wait for you. In your case, just watch us first how we do it, and then
Okay.
you see. Okay. Now come here and duplicate the file again, please. Okay. Call it my data. Press enter. Okay. Now go to my data. Do you see what is the content here? You do not need to touch your content. This content will remain with you all the while. You don't need to change it anymore. Now you go back to main. You need to remove this to write the new code. So what is where we write the new code? Inside the main. My data only carry my old code. So whenever you write a code here, You need to save it, and the way to save it is to replicate the content of the main and give it a name. I mean,
What if I want to execute the data in the other one, not the main?
then you have to copy the data from this file and put it inside the main.
Okay, okay.
So in Windows, you can go here and you say Control A, Control C, and then you come inside the main and you make Control V. So is that clear? Okay,
Yes.
easy. Okay. So Saif, did you understand what I said?
I have done the same.
Okay, you have done the same. Excellent. So I
I
will
have like just to be sure, I have two files, main.py and main mydata.py.
excellent.
Mydata.py is like highlighted green and has the letter A beside it.
Fine, totally fine. So what you need to do at the moment is to actually write this code. Is that possible?
I write it in main.py.
Excellent. Yes.
Yes.
So Ali and Saif, you need to both do this now. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yes.
So tell me once you finish.
Mister, I'm done.
This is Ali.
Yes. Should I share?
Yes.
I shared. Should I make it in one line? Like I delete this, right?
Yes, you should better make it on one line. Yes. Okay, that's good. And also the same goes to line number 5.
Oh, okay, one second. Is that good?
Yes, you can run, please.
Ten.
No,
No,
something
no.
is wrong. No.
Oh, sorry.
So you, okay. And Saif, are you done? You're still doing it, right?
I'm still writing.
But then how can you see if I'm not sharing? You're seeing from
Yes, from Ali's screen.
okay. So
I think I need to enter the number of tickets.
yes, exactly. So the code, as you see here, the code is actually still running. It's waiting for you. I mean, no. I mean, I'm
Okay.
just So you just need to
Need
run.
add it here.
Yes, you need once you enter something here. So at the moment, the code is in this line, waiting for you to input something. You put 5, then it will execute the next line. Okay, so it doesn't show you what happens at the end because
Add it 5.
yes, you press enter, so it means that number of tickets now have 5 stored inside it. And then what did you do in the next line? You multiplied 5 by the ticket price, which is 25. And that
Why
will,
did it,
sorry again.
so why didn't it do like automatically, or what should I do? مش المفروض هو يعمله دلوقتي يعني؟
you reserved you reserve. Sorry again. Okay, that's excellent. Oh, well, okay, repeat again. What do you want to say?
Like I
You-
know I entered 5, so why didn't multiply it by 25?
He did multiply it, but he do it in the memory. You cannot see it. So
Oh,
okay, so you again, that your friend to be able to see what is happening in the memory is a print. So on line number 5, I would advise you to actually print total price var. Initially it was 0. Now let us look when you try to print it out. Will it be still 0 or something else?
print total underscore price underscore. Okay, sorry. Okay,
Okay, now run. Put 5, the same.
what?
Okay. So yeah, that's really interesting. Can you count the number of fives, please?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
Okay,
25.
okay, I let me try to help you. Okay, so are you able to reduce this 25 to actually 6 only? Now run again.
Mister, I do the forces. Which step do I stop at? Number 4?
You can continue until number 5 also. Here.
Yeah, it made 6.
Okay, can you change this to 3? And run again. So who control the number of fives that appear to me on the screen? This one, right? If you're
Yes.
not believing me, make it 4.
Yeah, I believe you already tried.
Okay, so at the end, there is some issue in our code. What is the issue? Whenever you enter a number on the screen using a keyboard, this number is treated as a string, and we will learn about that because I don't think Safe understand yet what is a string. So when you say
Yeah, I know why, because we add double quotation.
yes, exactly. So Safe, did you finish your code? Did you run your code?
Yes, but
And you
there's
have
nothing.
there is nothing. And did you write line number 5?
Yes.
So the problem is here.
You have a problem? You have an error here?
No, I mean the double quotation we need to remove.
No. Who said like that? Wait, just control the. Oh, I mean, put it back. Put it back.
Yeah, لا مش عارف. I don't know how. أكيد في. I don't know how. I don't know. I'll ask.
Can you come here? Can you come here and right click? Maybe there is something here that.
I'll ask Google 1 second.
Yeah. But Safe, where are you Safe now at the moment?
I wrote everything. يعني أنا دلوقتي عامل run.
Okay.
And there is stop.
Okay, perfect. And did you enter 5 here? Did you put 5?
Yes, print total price var. I wrote it.
Okay. And
What should I first?
In console, when I go to console, enter number of tickets.
okay, did you write 5? And you press enter.
Oh, okay. So
Huh. Now
I
you see
write in
another.
console 5, right?
Yes, exactly.
I write equal 5.
No, not equal. Just 5 only and press enter.
Then there are lots of 5s.
That comes out. And did
Yes.
you notice now that on line number 2 we changed it 25 to 3?
I change it to 3, line number 2. Okay.
Mr.
Now-
Yes,
Okay,
that's
And the number of tickets is also 5, right?
yes, same.
There are only 3 5s appearing.
So okay, so it means that this controls the number of 5s that appears to you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so there is, okay, first of all, Safe, just, I understand, Ali, I need to explain this to you, but let me try to explain things to Safe first. So Safe, do you understand what we are doing on this line?
The one that print total price var.
No, line number 4.
Line number 4.
Mhm.
Total price var. Number of tickets. So the total price is equivalent to the number of tickets multiplied by
By the
number
price of each ticket.
price of each ticket.
And on this line number 5, do you understand what we are doing here on line number 5?
Line number 5.
Yes, the print here. What we are trying to do here?
The total price var is the data, so I'm printing it.
You're printing it. You're getting it out of the memory.
Yes.
You're doing a calculation here, you are doing a multiplication, and the multiplication result is saved in that variable, and you're taking whatever in the memory stored here and you're printing it out to the screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let me tell you this concept. Everything that you write on the keyboard is considered a text in the eyes of the computer, which means a text, it is something that a text is not a number. So a text, an example of a text is this. This is a text. Ali is a text. Safe is a text. So a text cannot have multiplication done on it. So when you enter the 5 here, although that this is a number, but in the eyes of the computer, it is actually still a text.
A text.
Because anything that you enter inside or you press on the keyboard is considered a text. So you need to convert that number to an integer first, or to a value, or to a number first. So on the eyes of the computer, we need to convert that to a 5. And to do that, we actually need to do something here, okay? But I think this is going to take some time from us. So at the moment, what we need to do now is that we will stop here, and then let me give me a second, please. We will stop here now, and we will continue explaining this in the next class. So we owe ourselves an explanation about why we are not able to do the multiplication. And when we enter price 5, it keeps repeating 5, 5, 5 for a number of times. It does not do the multiplication. If you multiply 5 by 3, it should give you 15, not 5, 5, 5 for 3 times. Is that clear to you? Do you understand why is this happening?
Yes.
Okay, so we will continue that in the next class. Do you have any questions before we stop here?
No.
No.
Okay, that's really good. Yeah. Okay, now tell me.
You told us after you stop the record, you will.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.